Okay, in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to go over descriptive statistics and what we can do using our file. So for this particular video, we use the survey file, and you just go to File, Open, and you go to your data, and it's already open, but I saved it under the SPS data files, and there's that survey, and remember the extension is .sav. So I'm going to cancel that. And what we have is we already have this chart filled out. We have our data set filled out. And this is all of our data. Remember, that's where we enter. And then we have our variable view. And this is where we can change any of our labels or anything we have in there. So we're going to leave that alone because there's things I want to do. I am going to go ahead and change some of this. And I'll show you why in a minute. And then because we're gonna build some stuff using this information. So the first thing I want to do is I want to go to Analyze, and I'm going to go to my Descriptive Statistics, and I'm going to go to Frequencies. Now in here, I want a chart, and the information I'm going to use, remember, we changed the sources of stress. Where is it? Sources of stress. And then I'm going to go to my statistics, check to see that all this is how we want to set up. We want the mean, median, mode, sum, standard deviation, minimum, maximum, skewedness, and kurtosis on there. So I'm going to hit continue. And I am going to analyze the sources of stress. Now see, I capitalized that. So we're going to press OK. And our sources, it gives us this output, and we are just looking at our source of stress. And the source of stress will have everything listed aside because these are all the different values. And on our data view, our source of stress is listed here, and it matches here. So we have our frequency, our percent, our valid percent, our cumulative percent, and we also have our, if we have missing, we have 17 missing values. Our mean is 3.41. Our standard deviation is 2.919. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use this information. We are going to a graph, and we're going to go to chart builder. And we're going to press OK. What we want to do is we want to build a histogram. And so building a histogram, I want to make sure that histogram is here. I want to come up here. Instead, I didn't want this over here, so I'm going to put it back. But I do want it over because that is one thing I'm looking at. So I'm going to get source of stress, and I'm going to move it down to the bottom. I want to make sure everything is there. And once that is built, and notice that this already has all the labels, I'm going to press OK. And by doing that, I get my graph. And this is my histogram, and I'm able to look at how everything is broken up into the different categories. And you see that my work is the biggest stress of all. So for my histogram, now I want to build a stem and leaf. So to build a stem and leaf graph, I'm going to come up to my data. I'm sorry, my analyze. And I'm going to go to my descriptive statistics again. From here, I'm going to come on over, float over, go to explore. And on explore, I already have my source of strength. I'm going to go to my statistics, make sure that my confidence interval for its mean is 95, hit continue, go to my plots, and I want this as a stem and leaf. So I'm going to hit continue, and I'm going to go OK. And so we have a stem and leaf plot. And as you can see, our data mirrors what we saw on the histogram because most of our data appears up in the work area. So that is how you get your descriptive statistics, and then histogram, and also your stem and leaf. You can come in here, and if you want, you could copy this and you can paste it. You can copy as an Excel worksheet. It gives you an image, gives you different options so that you can put it into, when we get ready to do our dissertation, we can place that into our dissertation, have it as one of our charts. It also allows you, remember how I'm a stickler on labels. So if I wanted to come in here and I wanted to change any of these labels or capitalize anything here, I can change it there. I can also get in here and change it there, change my capitalization there. But that is something, you know, when you are putting this out for publication, you want to make sure everything is correct and capitalization is correct. So that's how you would use your descriptive statistics in your SPSS, just a little sample.